What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule, back with another review for you here. And today we're back at the Capsule to talk to you about a brand new beer from Harpoon Brewery in New England with plants in Vermont and Massachusetts. Surprise, surprise. New England came out with a Dunkin Donuts beer. It's Dunkin Coffee Porter. And man, oh man, you want to talk about nailing the design. You could not keep me from buying this. Even the bottles themselves, really good looking. And on the back, this is interesting. It looks like a Dunkin Donuts coffee label. They kind of check off the different attributes of the beer.
Oh, wait, I gotta get up close on that. That is cool.
Yeah. What does it say? Actually, I can pull one of these out. Classic porter with Dunkin' coffee, color dark brown/black. Aroma is espresso. It's got dark chocolate, taste roasty and malty, and it's smooth.
Cool.
But is it cold as a mountain stream? And is it smooth as its name?
Dunkin.
Dunkin. So, in true Boston form, I got the Red Sox, my dad's Red Sox beer opener, the World Series champions. One of the few sport things that I know. All right. It smells pretty coffee, or espresso. That was what they said, right? That would be the scent. Aroma, espresso. And in another Boston, this is as New England as we're gonna get. This was purchased at a Hannaford in Pelham, New Hampshire, which is now we're putting it into a Sam Adams glass. Look at that pour. Perfect. Tell me that I couldn't go to Beantown right now and serve up some Harpoon in a Sam Adams glass.
Water.
Yeah, I love it. Do love that dirty water. It's all about the money. It's a reference to a much more obscure Standell song. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pop one open for myself as well. Now, of course, the gold standard of beer is Busch. So we're going to see if this can be the second best beer in the world.
Let's see what the cap looks like.
Cap's got the H logo, so that's the Harpoon logo. I got to imagine this is probably the cap that they use for all their beers. I'm going to be honest with you, I've never had a Harpoon product before. How about you, Ryan?
Can't say I have, no.
It's got a familiar look to it. I don't know if it's just because when I was a kid, I grew up in the Massachusetts area, but I don't really think that it would have been all that well distributed at the time.
I'm familiar with other nautically themed beers.
Harpoon's a great name, though.
Harpoon is great, man. It sounds brutal.
Anyway, it was $9.99 for the 6-pack, so it is definitely a premium product. You know, you're not, but it is 6.0% alcohol by volume. So, I mean, we're talking about pretty much malt liquor territory and 6%. That's strong.
I'll drink to that.
Cheers, Ryan.
Cheers.
Wow. Oh, crap. Oh, my goodness.
Do you like coffee, Bobby?
Oh, not like this, I don't. It tastes like liquefied coffee bean with no water. Somehow they figured out a way to just have coffee bean taste. Whoa! Does Dunkin Donuts coffee taste like this? No. No, it does not.
I don't know. I live in Texas.
Think so. Right, I know, exactly. We only go to Dunkin' Donuts to shoot reviews like normal people. We don't eat and drink there every day like everybody in Massachusetts. Shout out to Torin, by the way. Our buddy Torin. Thanks for letting me crash at your place the other day. It was very nice of you. So I could buy this beer. This might be my least favorite beer I've ever had in my life. So anyway, it's too dark for my taste. I mean, look, I like a lighter beer in shade and in taste.
You're a racist.
This is, you know, I gotta say, I do prefer the lighter beers. I don't know. I want to love this because look how beautiful it is. I mean, this God, can you imagine like showing up to a party with this? It just looks great and people will be excited about it. I would have liked to see them draw more inspiration from their donuts, or some inspiration from their donuts, and absolutely no inspiration from their apparently insanely strong coffee, because this is a rough drink. I gotta imagine, even if you like this style of beer, like my dad probably liked this, you can't string 2 or 3 or 4 of these things. There's no chance. This is a one and done kind of beer. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you know, what's the fun in that? Why you drinking one beer? I'll get right into the gimmick grade. This gimmick grade is a 10 because this is packaging done absolutely perfectly. Woo! This deserves celebration. This was worth that giant drive, 2,500 mile drive back. This beer has traveled a lot of miles to be here with y'all today here in Texas.
Is there anything on the sides or the back?
Side is just a Harpoon logo.
That looks great.
Established 1986, so, you know, it has a similar lifespan to us. I was in Massachusetts for a little while longer than them. Boy, it's a rough ride, though. Celebrate that 10 gimmick grade, but just, it tastes like the darkest coffee possible. I guess there's one positive, though. It's 6.0 alcohol by volume. I'm not really tasting any alcohol at all. It tastes like I'm just drinking a really strong coffee. It smells like an espresso, just like they advertise. Mm-hmm. This whole dark chocolate thing, I'm pretty well convinced that never happened. Unless they're talking about that. Sometimes you run into one that's like 90% cacao or whatever, and it just tastes like a damn coffee bean. That's what this is. So it's like super, super, super dark chocolate. Not the pleasant dark chocolate, not the 60%. You're looking at the 90%. But it could, I could see that. So maybe that is legitimate. And they say it tastes roasty and malty. It tastes like a campfire of coffee beans. Malty, I don't know, I guess so. Smooth. I mean, it's not gritty.
It's very smooth. When I first had it, it was like a kick in the face of dark taste.
It is,
like bitter.
Right, it's bitter.
Once my mouth...
Bitter beer face! Yes. It's not Keystone.
Was that... Yeah, that was Keystone. No.
Yes, Keystone.
It's Keystone.
I would bet everything I own it's Keystone.
I bet you those 4 Dunkin Porters that's a Budweiser.
I definitely will take that bet. But that's because I need these for my collection. They will not be consumed by me. This is my first and only Dunkin coffee porter that I'll be consuming, and I don't think I've got the gumption to finish this.
It'll make for a good Christmas gift.
It would, and if somebody is really a dark coffee lover, dark beer lover, and you're in the New England area, I would actually recommend that you pick this up for them, especially with the novelty factor, with the 10 gimmick grade. Can't rep that end of it enough. For my personal taste, this is about a 1.5 out of 10. This is a rough ride. What the hell? I'll give it a 2. I'll give it a 2 out of 10.
Get you drunk.
It'll get you drunk, so that's a bonus point. I can't imagine drinking enough to get me drunk, which would probably only take a couple of these, but even that's a rough ride. What's a push clock in at? Like about 4? Isn't it like 3.94? Something like that?
4.2.
Yeah, how about you just drink 3 of those instead of 2 of these? That seems like a little bit easier way to get you there. So yeah, I'm sorry, I got to give it a 2. I know that if you're a hardcore beer drinker, hardcore, dark coffee lover, you're probably going to disagree with that opinion and not really respect my opinion on beer too much. But this isn't a beer review channel. We review weird stuff, and if I don't like the taste of something, I'm going to let you know. Ryan, would you give it any higher than a 2? You've gone back for more sips than me.
Yeah.
And I know you like stouts. I mean, you know, it seems like you're a fan of...
I respect it.
You respect it. Oh, you gotta respect it.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay. So Ryan's giving it a 4. I'm giving it a 2. Let's go ahead and average that at a 3, and we'll call that the official grade today. But really, you can't lose with a gimmick like this. So I'm very happy that I dropped the $9.99 to grab a 6-pack over at Hannaford, and I think that you won't regret your decision either if you get some friends together and just kind of all talk about it and pretend that you like it, even though I'm sure you probably will hate it. That's the way I feel about people that drink dark beer, is like, I know you hate it. It's cool. You can tell me. This is a totally safe zone, so I know you hate it, but you can pretend to like it. Till next time, guys, I will miss you till I see ya. And next time, we'll actually be reviewing a beer that's significantly lighter. It's Malibu beer, as in Malibu rum. They came out with their own beer, and I finally found it. So we're going to give that a shot on the next CTC review. So stay tuned for that, because I think I'll probably like it more than this one. Cheers.